Welcome back to Drinking on Twitch. Now, we all know the last few weeks of Drinking on Twitch has been Drunk Countdown, but that's moved to Fridays now, leaving this new format. What is this format? Well, I thought it'd be fun to invite some comedians to drink some beer and read the news. Hopefully, it'll be better than that sounds. We shall welcome our first guest of the night. Our second guest will be joining us later, but it is comedian Harry Wright. Hello, Harry. Hello, Harry. Is this a bit? Hi.
Hello.
Hello. What happened there?
I'm not sure what happened. Sorry, I seem to have disappeared for a few seconds. Yeah, I'm here.
No,
now.
you were on screen the entire time. You even had a little cheeky pick of a nose. It was wonderful.
Oh my god! I do not know.
Oh, don't touch your face afterwards. That's COVID rule number 1. How are you, Harry? How are you? Let's ignore
I'm good,
all
thank
that.
you. How are you?
Wonderful. I'm well. I am drinking a Kronenberg 1664 tonight. What are you on?
Lovely. I've got Holston Pills. Not sure what year it's from. I think it might be 2021, or I hope so anyway.
Lovely. Just in, we've received a voice message from second guest Adam Hughes. I've not listened to it yet, and I think I'm going to play it live on stream.
Let's see what it's
stream as soon as my feet enter my house. I'm about 2.5 minutes away from my humble abode, so I shall see you in a memento.
Second voice message.
With 3 Japanese lagers, 3 kitten Ishabans, and 4 bottles of a Belgian blonde called Lef.
Fucking hell, he's really going for it.
Party on mother trucker.
Well, that's Adam Hughes, who'll be joining us shortly. He tried to video message me like minutes before the stream, and he video messaged me live from Tesco. It was wonderful.
Excellent.
It was wonderful. So, Harry, I've not done any research for this. It's a very last-minute stream type idea. Do you have any idea what's going on in the news at the moment?
Nothing that I don't know. A lot of very bleak stuff, and there was one story about a lamb giving birth to a sheep giving birth to a 3-headed lamb. So somehow that was the happiest story of the day.
Well, let's hope we come across that, because we're going to bring up the BBC News website. At the moment, the main headline is PM urged to explain funding of flat refurbishment. I usually have to ask a landlord before I hang up a picture, but sure. Anyway, we're going to refresh this, see if there's any new news. Right then, 23 minutes ago, let's do this. Hancock welcomes over half of UK getting first jab. And there is a lovely picture of a nurse applying said jab. Harry, have you had your vaccine yet?
No, I haven't. Fortunately/unfortunately, I'm young and healthy, so I'm in the last priority group.
Yes, I currently have a job as a COVID tester. I work about 10 hours a week, so make sure you donate at the end of the show, everyone. And it's really interesting, because I have to ask people the same questions again and again, like name, gender, where you work. Do you want to know what question 9 is of the COVID testing form? It is, do you have coronavirus symptoms?
That's so good.
In my opinion... Yeah, that should be question number 1.
Surely that's the same as when you go for an airport and they ask, do you have any nuclear warheads in this bag?
Weirdly, that's question 10 of the COVID testing form.
Yep.
Lord of the Dance City, Katie Swaby is in the chat. I hate the word jab. It just sounds more aggressive than necessary. I will say, when you use jab in a sentence that's not about medical needs...
Yeah, it sounds like a boxing move, doesn't it? I'm not sure it's really encouraging vaccine compliance. There
is that. If that is a way, because the anti-vaxxers, they don't want any vaccine. So if you could punch it into them, that might be a little better.
Could be the best way to do it, I think.
It might be.
Not in favour of state violence, but sometimes you have to wonder when people are going on anti-vax marches.
George Izzle's in the chat. I like to, when volunteering, to help marshal vaccination centres, claim I'm helping people get stabbed. That's another way. I mean, I prefer the word jab to stab, if anything, from this stream. Anyway, we have our second guest. It is a comedian, Adam Hughes. Hello.
Yo, what's happening? He's all right with I've just got to enter my studio. for the stream. Just got to enter me.
Sorry, yes, we've got a live reporter on the scene, Adam Hughes.
So I'm going to be filming in the toilet.
That's BBC News right there.
Literally.
Adam, we played your voice messages on the stream, so we know what lagers you have. We have a fan. We've got Simon Lomas in the chat. Yes, Adam.
Oh, you know what? It's happening. Loma, what are we doing? You know what? Toilets are a very comfortable place to stream. I'm gonna make this my studio.
I mean, piss stream. Obviously, it's designed to do that. But the echo must be lovely as well.
Do you know what, mate? It's my Scouse aura has a lovely resonance in here.
We are currently talking about the COVID vaccination because this is a news 23 minutes ago. Matt Hancock is quite happy that half of the UK has got a jab. Have you been vaccinated yet, Adam?
I have received 2 vaccines, mate. I've had my first and my second jab, and that's because I pretended to be an 87-year-old.
Wow, that is the maximum vaccines you can get.
Exactly. So, I lied about my age, mate, and I got fucking both of them before me.
How old did you claim you were? Because you are much younger than you look, if you don't mind me saying.
I'm 23, and I lied. I said I was 83, and when it turns up, they went, "Oh, that's very believable." They didn't even fucking. They didn't even question. They were like, you know what? You must have moisturised a little bit.
Were you wearing your mask at the time?
I was, and then they told me to take it off because they wanted to see my beautiful face.
Wanted a jowl inspection, maybe. Just
exactly, mate.
See how old you are,
mate. I'm 23 and I've got jowls. Oh my god, and cankles.
I will. Well, I mean, that's no fault. That's not an age thing. That is just a weight thing. I've got cankles, but I've started biking to work now, so I bike at least 12 miles a week, and that's much more than I was biking before. But that is literally all I can handle. Harry, have you ever lied to get medicine?
Only Calpol when I was a little kid, because the taste was just so nice and sweet. I had to pretend to my mum that I was ill just because I needed a sugar fix.
Right,
this is not since then. Worrying behaviour. This
is becoming an intervention. Let's move on. Hello there. We've got the SpaceX crew. US Dragon spaceship arrives at International Space Station.
That's a we have name.
Wow, they're excited that they're in space. I mean,
that's how I'd react if I was going to an international babe station.
I do like this one guy who's upside down. There's literally one man who is upside down. I don't even know if they've set up yet or they're just doing wrestling before they launch.
Well, you've got to get your exercise up, don't you? So having a little bit of grappling. And also, the lack of females on board might suggest that could turn a little bit risque.
I see one. I mean, it's more diverse than a BBC panel show, so that's one good thing.
Why is NASA's uniform purple shirts and chinos?
Well,
that's a lovely photograph of the Earth, and it shows how flat it is. Look.
It's flat and on its side. The flat earthers never say that. They say it's flat, but they never say, like, it's on its side. So the Earth isn't flat. It's just at an angle.
Have you seen the conspiracy theory that the Earth's actually all like the spherical pictures from space are all paintings?
Like matte paintings, like from a 70s movie?
Yeah, mate, like somebody's drawn them and they painted the colours on and said that's the world, and we've all believed them because we're all sheep.
There they are. There they go. Where's upside
Lots
down?
Lots and smiles right now.
There's the upside down man. I mean, this is a bit of good news, I guess. Oh, Megan's the pilot. Oh, a woman pilot. You don't get many of them nowadays.
Okay, now. And she's flying to the moon.
Yeah, are they flying? No, they're just docking an international space station.
Oh, that's shit.
They're not going to the moon.
And stop.
Because it's impossible to go to the moon. Every moon landing has been faked, Adam. Come on, didn't you watch that documentary?
To be fair, yeah, I did, and I believed it. And then I fucking suspended my belief for that clip.
Paint the Earth to make it look round? Why? Adam, it was your theory.
To prove that we're all stupid, mate. That's why.
I'm down. Sounds reasonable.
Harry, do you believe any weird conspiracy theories?
I used to believe that 9/11 was an inside job, but I don't anymore. These days,
All the workers were inside.
Yeah, that was mostly why I thought it. These days, no. These days, I just think that straight men are a figment of imagination. I don't think they're a real thing. I think they've just been cooked up by society to.
I knew about this. I knew about this conspiracy. That's why I've invited Adam on to prove that there are straight men out there.
Completely. Nah, I fuck off Frizz suggesting that I'm a homophobe. I agree.
Never said that.
Nah,
I said you were straight. How is that homophobic?
No, because I don't think I am.
Oh, good. Drinking on Twitch exclusive, everyone.
Nah, I'm not saying that I want to suck willies. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I have a yearning for cock. I'm saying that I'm watching an advert and fucking anybody off Little Britain's on it, I do get a little bit of a shemmy. And David Williams is in fact male. So I think that might make me a little bit bi.
I think that counts.
Yeah. I do think everyone is bi on some scale, no matter how minuscule it is.
And we're all on it, and nobody can be 100% all right. Or in the same way that not 100% of people are male or female. I don't believe that I think gender's a fucking spectrum as well. And I'm a little bit female because I've got pink nails.
I've got tits, so that theory stands.
And I produce milk.
That's weirder. My conspiracy theory that no one has proven wrong is I believe that H from Steps was concocted in a lab, and they basically wanted to create the perfect singer. So they started with Project A, but he could only sing in the key of A. Then they moved to B, could only sing in the key of B. So they jumped to H, which is one above G, which is all the chords. But then this is a guy who could harmonize with himself, and people thought that's freaky. People aren't going to like that. So they hired 4 other people to mime. That's why they mimed at all their gigs. H was the only one singing all the harmonies. And that's also why when Steps split up, it was H and Claire. None of the others had solo careers. It was H and Claire. And so that's my conspiracy theory. That
Do you think he was called Ian Watkins for a reason, the same as the Lost Prophets one, who was in a lot of trouble for some very bad things, or do you think that's part of the same theory?
Well, H being created in a lab also had like psychic abilities. When they called him Ian Watkins, they thought, no, I've got a bad feeling about that name. Just call me H.
Just go H.
It's like, yeah, but everyone will know that you were created in a lab. It's like, no one will question it, and no one ever did. Let's see. Oh, hello, we've got some sports news. England 10, France 6. Red Roses win Women's Six Nations for 3rd year in a row. Now, I am a guy who does not understand sport.
Nah, these are big women running at each other, and it's fucking amazing, mate.
Cricket? Why are they running at each other during cricket?
Nah, this is rugby.
This is rugby.
I thought it said cricket.
Oh, you're a fucking weapon, you.
Sorry, I generally thought the Six Nations were cricket.
Yeah.
That's how much. I mean, like shit. Today seems to be a news for teams of people hugging, and there's also at least one woman there. That appears to be the theme of today's
aggressive
news.
sexual tension underneath it.
Is there a lot of sexual tension in women's rugby?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of sex. I'm a sports guy, and I think there's a lot of sexual tension in all sports. It's just inherently there, and no one knows how to deal with it. I feel like a lot of people play sports just to get it out of themselves.
You say that, but is there sexual tension in the snooker championship?
Yes, of course. It's men playing with sticks.
Okay, let's discuss Dominic Cummings allegations. Boris Johnson urged to explain funding of flat refurbishment, and there is Philip Schofield explaining what's going on.
So, I saw this article earlier actually. Further in it, he says, Keir Starmer rightly says that he wants to put an end to sleaze. Now, I'm autistic, and that bothers me because I like words being used correctly, and it's not sleaze, it's corruption. What real sleaze is, like Labour's candidate in Hartlepool at the moment was a by-election. He got in trouble for tweeting on Twitter 5 years ago, does anyone have a favourite Tory MILF? Now, that's a real example of sleaze that you need to track down, not this.
Tory MILF.
Did anyone answer?
I'm not. That was a terrible thing. He put it out as a poll to his Twitter followers, and no one replied. And then he just tweeted again saying, "Great dinner party conversation tonight." And I'm not sure if I'd want him never to be elected, or whether he's going to be the best MP ever if he does get in.
Now I've googled all the female members of the Tory party. Let's find one with kids.
Oh no!
Welcome to Tory MILF Hour.
You don't have to have kids to be a MILF, though. It's a state of mind.
It's just an age thing. Lucy Allen of Telford, mate. Fucking Roger Swift repping.
She's dressed as a mint humbug.
Yeah, that's a top-notch Tory MILF. I would certainly try and discuss socialism with her.
Yeah, I would totally become a landlord. Katie Swaby, there's not enough Tory MILF analysis in the media, to be honest. And Simon Lomas has Juicy Allen. UK pun off every Friday, 8 p.m. Harry, can you please choose a topic?
I'm going to go for entertainment and arts.
Lovely. I hope no one's dead.
Yeah.
Someone is.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink.
Sia is named the worst director for controversial film music. Harry, obviously you are an autistic comedian.
Yes.
You must have something to say about this.
Yeah, this is not a good film. I haven't seen it. She spoke to various autistic groups about it, or claimed she had, and then cast a lot of non-autistic people. And basically, rather than taking the L and going offline, then went on Twitter and doubled down on for days at a time on how she sort of spoken to a lot of autistic people and how the film was deeply, deeply progressive. In a way, that's exactly how people like me with ADHD use Twitter. So in a way, she was representing the community, just never understanding when to log off and just saying anything that comes to your mind as long as it's factually correct. But I will probably see it at some point. And
only one twitching does have it's not a good film. I haven't seen it, which
that's a
quote. That it must be autistic. It must be true to the autistic experience in some way, because that little girl is presumably an actress in the film, but she looks exactly like Greta Thunberg. So she clearly cast the right person there, even though she's neurotypical.
You don't often get Greta Thunberg wearing Beats by Dre.
Maybe she's got a new partnership.
They look suave, them. They look all good, them.
Singer Sia has been named worst director for her. So I don't know about the rest of the Razzies, because I do enjoy the Razzies.
Yeah.
So who were the winners? Now in their 40th year. Here we go. Yes. Right, here is a list of films that I haven't seen, but I agree are terrible. Because so worst picture was Absolute Proof. Never heard of it. What's Absolute Proof?
Oh, man. That's a film about the moon landings being painted.
Most likely. Worst actress, Kate Hudson.
It's about a Chinese cyber attack flipping the election so that Trump didn't get in. So that sounds like a very normal film all round.
Right. So it's basically January 6th, the movie.
Effectively, yeah. But worse, I think.
They've gone.
Sense would have been a better film.
They've gone satirical. Worst supporting actor, Rudy Giuliani in Borat's subsequent movie film. Oh, Razzies, you satire. Right, we have a death. It was a day ago, but Shock G, Digital Underground's The Humpty Dance rapper, dies, aged 57. Whoa. This was yesterday.
I can't go on.
This was yesterday, so you must have got the text alert. Surely you're part of the Facebook group. So honestly, what was the Humpty Dance?
Lads, it was phenomenal.
When you fall off the wall and crack your head open.
It was inspired by the children's nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty.
I can imagine.
And he fell off a wall.
Yeah.
And then all the king's horses and all the king's men, they did put him back together again, and he had a massive career. And then he's just fucking died. He has a lot to live for. He's only 57.
Why in that picture does he look like every time a white guy tries to grow an afro?
Because he's a blade, mate. He deserves to die. Rest in peace.
It looks like they tried to do a black version of Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah, that's the Trottermobile, isn't it?
Yeah. 5VLE 711.
Trotter Yobile.
Falls off a wall and then falls through the bar.
No income tax, no VAT, no Digital Underground's Shock G. That's the only poem that you'll be getting on this stream today. Adam, you've got all the tabs up here. Which subject would you like us to dive into?
You know what? I'd love to go for Whale.
Weird.
Weird.
What, the Wirral? Hello. Let's talk about the Super League that I have no idea what's about.
To explain this to you in Drag Race terms that you might understand, is like All Stars every season, but it's the same queens and no one goes home. Basically, it's a league where there's no relegation and it's all the most dislikable clubs.
Fucking in there, Harry. Take that back or I'll throw it out the window.
I'm Chelsea, to be fair, so I can't comment. And now I'm going to have to like
Chelsea's a bad part of it. Roman Abramovich, the Russian little blade, and our American little wrong'uns. Basically, they were trying to steal the working man's sport off the working people. They were going to put it for fucking 20 quid a go. And it was going to be Real Madrid versus Liverpool once every 10 weeks. Who the fuck wants to see that? I want to watch Liverpool versus fucking Havant and Waterlooville more than I want to watch Liverpool versus Real Madrid.
Hev's in the chat. What a terrible concept. Give us a go, Hev. It's our first time doing this. Right. That is enough of world news. Harry, please pick a tab, which is up here on your screen now.
I am going to go for health.
Health. Oh, yeah. I'm sure this will be empty. Hello. COVID, genocide, malaria. Oh, yes. Here's some good news. Malaria vaccine. 75%, 77% even better than I thought. So the idea being, if this works and is doled out, we'll save the life of 1 million children over the next 3 years. So Adam, what do you think of the population growing by 1 million?
Oh, I think that's terrible. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad.
No, but anyway, so malaria vaccine, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, great. Very pro that. Yeah, I mean, I'm pro it, but also I have one concern, and that's that it will mean fewer like posh British people can go on holiday and get malaria, get like bitten by mosquitoes because they say suitable precautions, and then everyone has to laugh at them when they go back to the office. And if they get the vaccine, that's just not going to be possible. And I want to be able to do it.
It doesn't cure mosquitoes. Like they'll still get bites.
Yeah,
they should just kill the mosquitoes.
I think
there we go.
The best solution here.
I've solved malaria. Kill all the mosquitoes.
Kill all the mosquitoes.
What good do they do? What good do they do?
Yeah, I'm not really sure I've got any advantages. They probably contribute to food chain in some way, but that's a bit like saying, like, I don't know. All they do is like confuse people for wasps, and it's just somehow an even worse wasp that kills people.
Yeah, kill all the wasps as well. Once I'm Prime Minister,
this is eugenics, Chris. Can't endorse this.
Well, I mean, it's bugs. It's shit bugs that hurt you. Adam, what next? Would you like UK, business, politics, technology, science, family and education?
Family and education, bro.
Oh, it's Marcus Rashford, everyone!
I love fish
Marcus
fingers.
Rashford, budget cookery serves up fish finger sandwich.
Such a good label leader.
Is not a fish finger sandwich. Right, Marcus Rashford.
That'll be a compilation of them cooking budget things, and one of them will be a fish finger butty, and it'll be fucking gourmet.
I fucking love me a fish finger butty.
Nah, they're unreal. A little bit of ketchup or a little bit of tartar sauce on it. Oh my god, mate. Slapping sandwich then.
So my question is, Marcus Rashford is a footballer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's a political figure using his position in the media for.
And I approve that because like his politics are pretty good.
Yeah.
But why is everyone now relying on Marcus Rashford to feed the hungry when it should really be the politicians doing that?
No, of course it should be the politicians, but the politicians are scumbags, unlike the beautiful man that is Marcus Rashford.
He is wonderful, but I stand by this very controversial opinion that is not a fish finger sandwich.
No, that is not, and that's abhorrent. But that's not his fault. That's the graphics designer that made the thumbnail.
Asking
what
for
is
a cup
that?
of
What is
tea.
he wearing? What is that beanie?
You know what? No wonder he puts all his money to the homeless. He's dressed like a
He really wants to be a fish finger sandwich, so has disguised himself as a slice of Warburton's white loaf.
Oh, that's Hover's 50-50. That fucking hell. Harry, if you were a sandwich, what sandwich would you be?
This is the content that I'm here for.
If I was a sandwich, what sandwich would I be? Probably BLT. Because I'm vegetarian, but I'm currently the G, and I just think bi, lesbian, and transgender sandwich sounds pretty good. It's the best representation we've got.
That sounds unbelievable.
Which company was it that did the LGBT BLT? I want to say it was M&S or something like that.
Not a fan of corporate branding, but that's too good to turn down.
Yeah. Different question. What's your favourite sandwich?
Ooh.
Probably, I don't know, probably brie and cranberry. It just feels like something really Christmassy all year round.
Cranberry, you Tory fucker.
That's why you had nothing bad to say about the M&S LGBT BLT.
That's why I'm a Chelsea fan.
Okay, but fucking brie and cranberry, that's bad, that.
Adam, what's your favourite sandwich?
My favourite sandwich is fucking Frizzle, Harry Wright, me in the middle.
That's more Tory somehow.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, two people with posh accents shagging an ordinary.
I'm not posh, damn it. I love Hazelett. There's a Lincolnshire meat called Hazelett, and I fucking love it. And it's gorgeous in a sandwich. Track down some Hazelett when you get a go.
Is that a meat that only exists in one county?
I believe so. Do
you have unique pigs and cows then that nowhere else has?
Yep, Lincolnshire sausages, pork, or the Lincolnshire pork is the best pork. Hazelett is amazing. I found there's a sub tab. It's Young Reporter.
Oh, unbelievable!
Young Reporter in conversation with Rio Ferdinand. This might be the only part of the BBC News website that has nothing to do with COVID.
This is great,
and it's all positive. Look at that.
My dad became my best friend during lockdown.
Well, that's disturbing.
Reporting the weather.
Anyway, Harry, wanting to be a weather forecaster? Do you think people just fall into it, or do you think like kids have ambitions for it from when they're little?
Yeah, do you take geography in year 9, and then do you learn about rain?
Speaking of which, we actually have a meteorologist in the chat. This is Melissa. That's the poshest pronunciation of Hazelett I've ever heard. What? How do you pronounce it? Without the H. But Melissa, whilst you're in the chat, we just asked a question of what gets a kid into weather reporting. Melissa, you might be able to help out. Yes, she actually says, I'm a weather forecaster and wanted to be one since I was 9.
Why did you fancy the reporter on the telly?
I know she owns a lot of rainbow clothes and weather-related clothes.
I just farted in a bog. I'm sat on the toilet and me
amazing. Muscle memory just kicked in, did it? And now you shat your pants.
Laid an egg. Oh, it's proper heavy, bro. It was a smelly one as well.
Ridiculous.
I've got a question for Melissa.
Yes.
What do we call, right, we call weather reporter a meteorologist. What do we call someone that studies meteors then?
Ooh.
She wouldn't know that.
Someone who looks in the sky.
We have an origin story. I went on a school trip to a little weather station in a park. Plus Twister is an inspiration, and I wanted to be Helen Hunt.
The game, the
astronomer. Astronomer. She does have an answer.
Someone who looks in the sky, but I couldn't remember the name. Yes, Helen. You are the name.
What, the party game Twister is an inspiration?
No, the Bill Paxton Helen Hunt movie where they chase tornadoes.
Twister.
Oh, I've seen that. I thought she meant the game you play at Christmas with your family.
She sat there struggling to do the crab and tangled with a father and an uncle, and just thought, I want to know whether it's raining tomorrow.
Oh, we haven't checked business yet. Okay. Oh, did you hear about this? All the Postmaster generals who were jailed for like 30 years.
Yeah, I did see this. I don't get it. It said they prosecuted 730 people, so that's what, 2 a week? I don't like. Surely they must have realised that something was wrong at some point.
2 a week. Since when?
Yeah,
it was. I think it was quite a long time ago. I don't remember it happening. Apparently, it was when I was alive, but I've no memory of it.
Apparently, it was when I was alive.
It was between 2000 and 2014, the post office prosecuted 736 sub-postmasters and sub-postmistresses. Just say postal workers. Just say sub-postal workers. Right, BBC, hire me as your copywriter, your proofreader. an average of one a week, as you said, based on
That's
information.
annoying, that, because if they were gender neutral, like not even as a political stance, not that being like saying things gender neutral as a political stance, but that would have saved fucking ink.
Someone's prison following convictions of false accounting and theft. So yeah, basically Horizon was a computer installed into the post office, the company, not just one post office, which then decided, you know what, the person in charge is a fucking thief, and kept spreading these rumors around and around. It's ridiculous. Like it's the opposite of VAR. Like, like, oh, let's consult the computer. Sorry, you're a thieving dick. Right, ladies, gentlemen, and far more interesting people, that is the end of the show. I've had fun. I think this format kind of works. We'll be back next week at 8:30 with more guests and more news. But yes, if you enjoyed the show, please paypal.me/FrizzFrizzle. Any donations will be split between the guests. Also, if you're watching on Twitch, you can subscribe or gift subscriptions. That would be lovely. But yes, we shall see you next week. Well, I will at least. I don't think I'll invite Adam on again. Everyone, wave goodbye. Bye.